Hello, everyone. How are you? Today, I would like to talk about semen retention, and I'm going to give you a very basic but very powerful practice of semen retention you can start doing today if that's what you wish. But as I always do, there are so many more things to talk about that, go along with the physical practice. The physical mastery of sex magic it envelops a lot of different things, especially self-initiation, shadow work, understanding your view on sexuality, on the other sex, on your sex. Like it's the rabbit hole is endless. So I'm going to be giving you a few basic things that you should work on alongside with the physical practice of semen retention. It's not, I'm going to repeat this, it's not enough to do just the physical practice of the breathing that I will tell you. You can do it, it's not enough. That's why most men actually don't succeed in this practice. When I work with men, I also have men who tried working with other people and other tantra teachers and they haven't succeeded doing these things is because they've dealt with the external kind of like frame, but not the picture. I guess I'm trying to give you an imagery of that. So we have to really hit all the levels of the human. This is what I do when I work with people. Now don't contact me to work with me because I only accept one man a year right now. I'm focused on initiation with women, but it's I really hope that I'm gonna try to put it everything as simple as I can in this video, but you really have to do the work and commit to yourself. This is the pure self-love and self-devotion, brothers. All right. So before we begin to talk about the practice again, let's talk about what you need to work on during this time when you are mastering this practice. And again, this may take time. This may take one man a few weeks. It may take another man a few years. It all depends also on who you're socializing with, your relationships, your traumas, the food that you're eating. Are you drinking alcohol? Are you consuming animal flesh? It depends on so many different things. So let's talk about a few things. Number one is porn. All right. I have a few videos about porn. I highly suggest you watch them. It is so important to cleanse yourself from this horrific thing that we call porn. It is devastating to the human power, to the subconscious mind, to our sexual power. And some men are going to tell me, oh, but I have sex and I got a hard on all the time and I watch porn all the time. That's not it. Having a hard on does not mean having sexual power. All right. Having a goddess next to you, worshiping you every single day of your life, that's having sexual power. Have success in money, like making a lot of money, and success in and having a purpose and success in your purpose, that's having a strong sexual power. So you have to remember, as a man, you've been taught that, being this masculine macho man means that you get hard on and you can fuck as much as you want and you can do this and blah blah blah. No, this is not what it means to be a man. And also, it doesn't mean to be a successful man. So you really have to look at yourself and look at your life and like, where am I? Am I happy with where I am? Do I even have a purpose, right? Am I committed to the purpose? And am I committed to my goddess? Am I even able to commit to one woman? That's a huge thing if a man is not able to commit to one woman. It's pure lack of divine masculinity, all right? So I know that I'm talking about a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to give you all the information in this video because, again, I can't work with a lot of men. So I want to give you this information because, men, we need you. We really need you. I'm telling you this. Maybe other women are not going to tell you this, but we need you. But we need you to be in your power. We need you to be in your divinity, because if you're not, I'm going to hit you with another truth. You're just a burden for us, and we cannot take it. This is why so many women prefer to be single today, because most men are just a burden. Instead of enhancing our life, they deplete our energy. So we need you. There are so many amazing women who love men, we crave for the moment that we find a man to worship. We want, trust me, a divine woman wants to worship her man. All right. So porn is number one. I know I talked about a lot of things in this number one, but super important. Stop watching porn. It's not about when I work with men, like seriously, and if he makes the commitment of not watching porn, and if he watches one porn, we're done. He doesn't get a refund. We're done. And we have to start all over again, because the men, if you can honor your word as a man, I'm sorry, but what are you offering the world? If you cannot even honor your word to yourself, right? So it's like a drug. You can also watch my video about the porn, but also watch the video I always recommend. It's a TED Talk. It's called, my gosh, I'm going to put it down below because I don't want to, I'm going to find the link and put it down below. I think it's called The Great Porn Experiment. I think it's a TED Talk. I will put it down below, and I'll put the link to my porn video if you want to watch it. But super important, stop watching porn. And again, it's a whole video. I'm not going to get into it now, but it's detrimental, especially for your power as a divine masculine, but also for this practice if you want to master it. So again, and let's talk about commitment. All right. Commitment is one of the, it's a basic pillar of a divine masculine. Having that commitment. A divine masculine, as I always explain, is a one point of attraction, right? He's got this purpose. He's got this goal. He goes there and nothing will stop him. So your commitment, that essence, that power, that intention of commitment is everything. It is the power, it is the fuel that moves you towards your purpose, towards your power. So commitment is so important. And ask yourself, how are you committed in your life generally? Again, to women, to your job, to your purpose, to your health, to your physical health, to your sexual health, to your mental health. Are you even committed? And are you taking the physical daily steps and showing yourself and showing the universe that you are committed? Because you can say I'm committed, but you don't have a daily practice. You don't have a daily actual physical actions and steps you're taking. You're just words. Words mean nothing, especially for the masculine. For the women, yeah, because we kind of process things through words a lot. But for the men, no, we need action. And a divine woman will see that. And a divine woman will see right through that, no matter how many beautiful words you're trying to put on it. So are you committed, and are you respecting and honoring that commitment in your life? Now let's talk about time. This is number 3, time. The masculine is ruled by time. I also spoke about this before. The masculine is connected to Mars energy and to Saturn energy, which is, again, the ruler of time. If a man cannot honor his word about time, let's say you tell someone, we'll meet there at 5. You get there at 5:05. You're not in your divine masculine. This is something I'm super strict about with my Godman program, because if a man is late 1 minute to our call, 1 minute, he loses the call that week. It doesn't happen with women because again, I want to empower women with their femininity. The feminine has no time. So if a woman tells me, oh, I'm going to be late 5 minutes, it's okay, take 20, it's all good. But a masculine has to honor his time and other people's time. So another question is, are you honoring your time? Are you honoring other people's time? Super important. I know maybe for some of you it sounds like it's not connected, but it is very connected to embodying your divine masculinity, and especially if you want to be successful in a practice like this, which will you need your pure divine masculinity in order to master a practice like this. All right. So time. Now, number 4, let's talk about honoring the goddess, honoring the divine feminine, or the feminine in general, even if she's not so divine, right? This is work you must do as a man to dive into your true thoughts. Like, you have to be brutally honest with yourself, as ugly as it can get. To be very honest with yourself. What are your feelings and your thoughts towards the feminine and towards women? Again, this is a very deep dive. A lot of men cannot really do it on their own. So I know it because when I work with men, I can see how difficult that is for them. So I have to kind of push them and guide them through it. If you can find you can have sessions with me, but again, find someone you trust. Find someone who already embodies that divine feminine or the divine masculine. Find brotherhood that is healthy. Not brotherhood, it's like, let's go get fucked up and go to the strip club. Find a healthy brotherhood, or find a coach or someone that you can really dive deep into this subject with, and bring to the surface all your shadow subconscious beliefs and emotions about women and about femininity. You got to dive in, go to childhood, visit your childhood experience with your mother. It is, the way you are feeling towards your mother says a lot about how you are feeling towards women. And there's, again, there's so many, you might think that but I invite you to dive even deeper, because probably you don't. It is so many men, for example, they can talk so many beautiful things about their mom. I love my mom. I help her. I do the shop, like a lot of men today even stay home, like watch over their moms. But deep down, they have such hatred towards their mom, towards women, that is very, very deep, hidden in their subconscious. We have to get it out, because that will affect you. It will affect your love life. It will affect your sex life. It will affect your like sexual potency, your sexual power. So some men, even this causes them to have erectile dysfunction. I also have a video about erectile dysfunction. It's a very long, detailed video if you want to watch that as well. Even if you don't have erectile dysfunction, I recommend to watch that video. So again, honoring the goddess. Do you even honor the goddess? And really diving deep into your shadow to find out the truth about it. This is all connected, and we must know all the aspects of who we are, of ourself, that are involved in order for this mastery of semen retention to be successful. And again, this mastery of semen retention is just one form of offering and gifting your divine masculine power to the world and to your woman, and above all to yourself, because this is a gift to yourself. Semen retention is, a lot of men think it's good. It's for the woman. No, it's for yourself. It's going to change your life once you master this. You are going to be invincible. All right. So another thing that I recommend to explore on the way to master this practice. This is a question. Why do you want to practice this? Right? If it's only to impress some women, right, in your yoga class or stuff like that, this is not a strong enough why. And unless you want to master it for your own goddess, for your queen, which you worship, and you want to find deeper, stronger ways to worship her and deepen your union, that's a strong why. That's an amazing why. And it will help you master it better and quicker. But if it's just connected to your ego, it's, first of all, it's you're probably not going to be successful. And even if you are, it's not going to bring you, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get from it if you don't have the right intentions, basically. So if it's connected to your greatest purpose, right? Like if you really want to connect to your divine masculinity, to your highest purpose, to be a better man, a better person, a healthy, strong, a better lover, a better part of your community, your society, the world, to be able to have more power and love so that you can serve better. That is a huge why, and it will assist you in the best possible way on this journey. All right, so very important. Now, the male ejaculation is in fact not necessary in sex magic. It is meant for creating a child, and when a man can reach a state of an orgasm with no ejaculation, his pleasure is also enhanced. A practice you can do with your woman is for her to reach an orgasm. This orgasm must be reached from penetration, all right, not from like an external clitoris touch, but from deep penetration into the cervix, because you want your penis to reach the depth of her cervix and connect to the womb space as much as possible. The female orgasm charges the man, right? And this creates this powerful cycle of life, like of life force and energy and power, which again comes mainly from the female orgasm. Most of the power is the female orgasm, energetically, not the male's. So the energetic life force is the woman's, and the sperm is the life force that in the physical plane brings a child, right? So this is something I wanted to mention. So just so you know, so you understand that it's not, you don't need to ejaculate. Like there is, unless you want to have a child, there is no reason for men to ejaculate. In the days of the temple, men had sex all the time without ejaculation. There was no need for it. They knew how to master this power within them, and so they also preserved their life force, which gave them better health. They lived longer. They were wiser. I mean, it just affects all of you. I'm not going to get into the whole war on masculinity we have today, which is a real thing and it's horrible. And I hope that we can all transmute that in the best way fast. Because again, we need men to be in their power. We cannot live in a world where we have no men, where we have either very, very feminine men or very toxic men, which is most of the time we have now. We need more of you, divine, loving, kind men. We need more of you. All right. So let's talk about the practice. All right. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. It is very simple, but again, it takes all of those steps and all of that work outside of the physical practice itself to master it. Very important. So this is the secret to the semen retention success. You have to work on all the levels of your being at once. So, all right. So the full practice of breathing, excuse me, what we're going to do is we're going to hold the muscles of our anus. Down there, we're going to hold it for as long as you can. So you can also practice this daily to kind of like squeeze those muscles down there. All right. In and out. Now you're going to take a deep breath. And even when you're taking the breath, I want you to, with your imagination as much as you can, to feel as if the breath comes from down there all the way up. So you're bringing everything up. For the men, we want to bring everything up. We want to bring everything from the penis up. All right. And then for the woman, we actually want to do the opposite. We want to kind of bring everything down to the womb. And so we're going to take a deep breath, hold the anus. All right. And hold the breath. And this is another reason why this is so hard for men, is because masculine men, especially masculine men, have their imagination power is not as powerful or detailed as a feminine person or woman, right? So, but you can do it. So use your imagination as much as possible to kind of feel that energy rising up inside of you. For now, just focus on the penis, focus on the anus and penis and your reproductive system, and to bring it up. You can even do it in steps. So you can bring it up to your belly and then take an exhale. You can bring it up, hold it as much as you can while you're holding the the anus, excuse me. Holding it for as much as you can. When you can't hold your breath anymore, let it go. So take your time doing this, right? So you're taking a breath up, holding it in the belly, for example, right? Like, let's just stay there. Let's do like, go slower. Holding it in the belly, let it go. Once you're ready, take it up, hold the anus muscle, bring it all the way up to your heart and hold it as much as you can. And slowly you can even see the energy of the heart, for example, expands, becoming stronger, becoming bigger, all right? You want to take, you're taking all the sexual energy, all the life force that's stuck, usually for men today, stuck in the penis. It's literally stuck in the penis, in the anus, it's stuck in the testicles. You bring it up and putting it, the main place you want to kind of put it in is the heart, right? So you want to empower your center of power, which is your heart. It's not the penis. For you, it's the heart. So until you reach, you can do this, you can bring the energy up and up and up until you reach even your throat chakra, your third eye, and then into the cosmos. I would wait with that, like, just even if you stay on bringing it up into your heart for like, take it even a month. Do this every day for a month, just to bring the energy from the penis, from the tip of the penis, all the way, and hold, while you're holding the anus, to the heart, and expand and strengthen the heart. I would take your time, do this for a month, but do this every day. Remember, the commitment is a huge part of it. So and time. So what do? We use the same time every day and we are committed to it. So let's say you say every day at 6 p.m. I'm doing this practice at the same time and I'm committed to it, and you do it. All right? You do it. This is a huge part of mastering this. All right? If you promise this to yourself, but one day, oh, I worked late. One day I'm like, no. Even if you work late, you go to your car, you take a few minutes because it's the commitment. Remember, it's the commitment. You find a time and you do it. And you honor the time. You don't do it at 7, you do it at 6. It's very important. I promise you, this will subconsciously strengthen and awaken your divine masculine so much. Even if consciously it doesn't look like it's connected, it's very connected. All right, so later on, there are a lot of more practices, all right, that I can go over with you. Again, you can have a session with me. I don't really have time to do the whole initiation for men right now. You can take my online course. You can do a session with me, but you start with this. I promise you, start with this. Start building with all the tips I gave you. Start building a healthy brotherhood. If you don't have healthy men around you, you have to say goodbye. You have to find a new community. If you want to step up as a man, who are you surrounded with? This is a huge thing. The kind of men that you're surrounded with are going to affect you tremendously. Do you even have brotherhood, right? Like maybe you're like, you don't even have brotherhood at all. How can you find them? How can you find a men's group? There are so many beautiful, powerful men's group these days that do amazing work to support each other, really empower each other. So find one of these groups and spaces. So, and then later on, when you move up in this specific practice, there are others, but in this specific practice later on, we can also move the energy down. And you can also later master moving it down into the woman when you're penetrating her and feed her with your life force. And this should only, I repeat, only be done with your woman, with your goddess that you are committed to in a monogamous, committed relationship. Only with her. Okay, this is not something to do with every woman because it's going to be bad for you. Not necessarily bad for her. Most women are going to use that energy. It's going to be bad for you. So trust me when I say this. All right, guys, I hope this helped. I will put the links for the videos below that I mentioned. You can check out my books. You can check out the God Man program, the online program that you can do on your own. But again, if you do it, you have to commit because you're going to waste your money and your time if you don't actually commit to the work. As simple as it may look, it's that commitment energy that will keep you centered and will empower you as a divine man. I love you so much. We need you, divine man, to wake up and yes, and be protectors. We need so many protectors now. Divine, heart-centered, heart leaders, protectors. We love you. I love you. Thank you for listening. And I pray for the awakening of all men, women, and children on planet Earth. Thank you.